Hi everyone, Sherls here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you are here. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It truly helps our amazing community grow. As a little thank you for your support, any comment you leave on my videos automatically serves as an entry into my annual secret YouTube subscribers appreciation giveaway. This is my way of showing appreciation for all of your support. Each May, I will randomly select and announce the winners, and the prizes will even include any unclaimed giveaways from the past year. So, comment away. In this video, I want to share with you my process making this whimsical dos-à-dos mini album. To go with my theme for this month, Christmas in July, I will be using this beautiful nostalgic Noel Christmas kit from Raj and Bella Crafts. I use her junk journal kit as well as the freebie and the ephemera. You can find this digital from Rachel's Coffee and Etsy store. I will put the link to the digital kit on the description box. As you can see here, I printed the A4 size 2 pages on a sheet of US letter size page. This print gives me the perfect height for this project. Yes, I converted those JPEG files to PDF and then use the PDF print option to print 2 pages in a sheet. And I printed it without border. If you do not know how to do that, I have a tutorial that you can refer to print your digitals 2 pages in a sheet or without border. And for the album itself, I will be using cardstocks. These are 65-pound cardstocks, or if I'm not mistaken, 120 GSM. In total, I only need 5 sheets of cardstocks. Yes, only 5 sheets of cardstocks are needed to make this whimsical dos-à-dos mini album. Now, the first thing that you will need to do is to cut this cardstock into 5.5 inches. The cardstocks that I'm using is US letter size, so it is 8.5 inches by 11 inches. Frankly, I am not sure if there are any A4 size cardstocks. So the measurement that I will be giving today is US letter size measurement. I will be stacking all my cardstock like this and use my paper trimmer to cut it. it might not be a good idea to cut 5 sheets of cardstocks in a go. It works, it's pretty hard. One thing that I learned from cardstock, the length is not exactly the same 11 inches as my paper trimmer. As you can see here, one half is slightly wider than the top 5.5 inches stack that I cut using my paper trimmer. So this is the top stack that I trim like this, and this is the other stack. And when I stack it together, oops, this is not straight. Here you can see that this is slightly wider than the top stack. So what I like to do is trim the other stack into 5.5 inches. I found that this is true for every cardstock that I trim. I have no idea why these companies don't have a very uniform measurement. It seems like every company rulers are not exactly the same. That's done, and now I have perfectly 5.5 by 8.5 inches stack of cardstocks, and every edges are perfectly stacked. My next step is to score every single piece of this cardstock at the center, which is half of 8.5 inches is 4.25. Do this for all of the 20 sheets of cardstocks. Put aside these pre-scored cardstocks. No need to fold it now. We will use them on the next video. On this video, I want us to just focusing on preparing the materials to make this Whimsical Dos-à-Dos Mini Album. Believe me, this process takes a while, especially trimming off these white borders of the printed digitals. I printed my digitals on a plain copy paper. If you like, you can print it on a cardstock, and the final result of your mini album will feel thicker and more sturdy. For me, plain copy paper is sufficient. Of course, the cutting will take forever when I cut them individually using an X-Acto knife. In my defense, cutting them individually gives me more precision. My printer might print the digital slightly off center between one sheet to the other sheet, and I don't want to risk miscutting them. These 2 pages of A4 digital printed on 1 sheet of US letter size paper measure 5.25 inches tall by a little over 7.38 inches wide. This size fits perfectly inside our pre-scored cardstocks. It will leave around 1/8 of an inches gap between the top and the bottom. Widthwise, this printed digital is narrower than the cardstock, but that's not a problem. We can cut this further to fit perfectly within half side of these pre-scored cardstocks. Half of this size is 4¼ inches. That means we need to cut this 4 inches wide. And before that, I like to separate them by the type. Like this one is a collage page. This one for me is a background page. And this one is a page that, in my opinion, if I cut it 4 inches like this, it will make the other side looks really funny. So around 4 inches, for me this looks funny, and the other half 4 inches also looks funny. It seems like this is off center. So this kind of the digital, I will put it on a different stack. This one as well. This looks to me that this is something that I need to cut straight on the center. This one, if I trim 4 inches like this, it doesn't seem off, so this is good. This is background. Oh, this is obviously, if I trim 4 inches on either side, it will look funny. Let's see. See, this looks really funny. It seems like you cut off a part of something. So this obviously something that I need to cut right in the center. This as well. So that's what I will be doing for the rest of this digital. How about this one? Let's see. This one, if I cut 4 inches here, this snowflake seems a little bit off center, and if I cut this 4 inches this side, I will cut a little bit part of this snowflake, but it's not a big problem. Now I have 3 stacks: background, a stack that I can only cut straight in the middle, and a stack that I can cut 4 inches on either side. This mini album, I counted that we will need at least 28 sheets of 4 by 5¼ inches printed digital. I can cut this now, or I can cut this as I go. And actually, I know already which pages that I will use, like this one. I do want to use this sometime. This one, maybe not now. So I will cut the pages that I am sure I will be using in the mini album, but I will do this off camera. In the next video, I might already cut all of this printed digital, or maybe some of it. That's something that I need to decide off camera. The next step that I need to do now is inking the edges of this pre-scored cardstock. In my opinion, this white border doesn't really bring out the vibrancy of this beautiful Christmas kit. By inking it, I will be able to bring out the vibrancy of the digital. Yes, I would reduce my workload if I chose a different color of cardstocks. However, the white cardstock, in my opinion, will show better the scoring mark and the mark that I will be making for the cutting. I also ink the area around the score mark. The last thing that I need to prepare is the ephemera. I printed all of the ephemera of Nostalgic Noel. However, I also have the leftover ephemera from last year's project for the collaboration that Rachel hosted. So some of this ephemera I will have double, like this file folder here. I have another one. That's totally fine because I still have a plan to make a Christmas journal using this digital kit. So far, I realized I have yet to make a Christmas journal. That's something that I want to accomplish this month. So off camera, I will be organizing this ephemera into my ephemera holder, as well as cutting more of the ephemera and possibly cutting all of this. In the next video, we will continue assembling all of this material that we prepare into this Whimsical Dos-à-Dos Mini Album. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next tutorial. As always, a huge thank you for your incredible support. Please remember to comment and subscribe before you go. It means the world to me. Until next time, happy crafting!